Thank you, Provost Enwemeka, for your remarks and your leadership. We're exceptionally glad that you are here, and we welcome you. Thank you also to David Ely and Jay Cole for your perspectives. I look forward to working with each of you in our tradition of shared governance. Convocation is a time for reflection. It's a time of great promise, and I'm very, very pleased to be with all of you, a record crowd here today. I want to begin by congratulating our honorees on their truly extraordinary accomplishments. Today they join a very proud and distinguished tradition of Faculty Monty Award winners. Please join me in giving them one more round of applause. I also want to recognize our staff who planned and brought together today's events. An enormous number of moving parts, from bringing the lights down to getting the drum line in, and they bring it all together masterfully, so please recognize them. This year we have many achievements to celebrate, and when you bring these achievements together with our hard-fought budgetary stability, what you see is that we are at a special moment with a special opportunity. And it's an opportunity to establish ourselves as one of our nation's leading public universities. I'd like to begin by sharing a few of our successes. I apologize in advance. There's a 4-hour version of this where I talk about everything great that we've done, but I can only cover a small fraction. International experiences are central to our academic programs, and this year a record 2,000 students studied abroad. Yes. We also received the largest grant in university history, $30 million to offer degree programs in the nation of Georgia. This is an extraordinary and unprecedented opportunity to build a unique international partnership. All over the campus, across colleges, across the Research Foundation, people contribute this, and I'd like to thank and recognize everyone who helped us achieve this. Entrepreneurship is another area of distinction. This year, Forbes magazine ranked us number 18 in the nation for entrepreneurship, and we're ahead of a few well-recognized institutions named Harvard, Michigan, and USC. Sustainability initiatives also took a major step forward as we signed the American College and University Climate Commitment. It was a year of significant development for our campus. We opened the new Conrad Prebys Aztec Student Union and stormed Nassiter Hostler Hall. We began renovations on the College of Business Administration and Zura Residence Hall. All the students who would have lived in Zura are very appreciative of this. And we also are beginning construction on our new Basketball Performance Center. Thank you to everyone who contributed to these efforts, and thank you to all for your patience with the noise, dust, construction, and of course, traffic. It was a banner year for new programs. In the first year of implementing our strategic plan, Building on Excellence, we established our Honors College, our Commuter Resource Center, our Aztec Scholars Program, our Aztec Mentor Program, our Pride Center, and our Writing Center. The Arts Alive SDSU initiative brought pop-up concerts and visual art to the entire campus, nearly doubling arts attendance on our campus. In research, we identified 4 areas of excellence, and we initiated innovative academic programs in digital arts and letters, music entrepreneurship, and LGBT studies. It was quite a year. We are proud of the numerous campus programs that received national recognition this year. Veterans programs were named among the top in the nation by Military Times, and we were again selected as one of the most LGBT-friendly campuses in the nation. International business moved up to number 8 in the nation, and 5 graduate programs were placed in U.S. News and World Report's top 30. Individual faculty and staff members also achieved national and international recognition. Diverse Issues in Higher Education magazine recognized Frank Harris III and J. Luke Wood for improving higher education outcomes for young men of color. Philip Holcomb and Ricardo Zayas received prestigious awards from the National Institute of Mental Health and the National Science Foundation. Walter Schell and Forrest Rauer, both of biology, were named to the list of the world's most influential scientific minds. Very significant recognition. Students' academic accomplishments were equally impressive. Doctoral student Elizabeth Kennedy received a Fulbright Fellowship for her timely work on the migration of unaccompanied minors. Recent graduates, Francisco Candida, Philip Ray Silva, and Linda Honecker will be pursuing PhDs in STEM fields this fall at Yale, Cornell, and Harvard, respectively. Linda won't be alone at Harvard. She'll be joining fellow Aztec alumni Elise Carmona and Erin Fletcher, who are also pursuing PhDs in biomedical sciences at Harvard. A larger group of students, over 1,000, participated in our SAGE project with National City. These dedicated students work to improve sustainability and quality of life in National City. Our Aztecs Rock Hunger Food Drive also supported our community. Our students raised 227,000 pounds of food for San Diegans in need. This was more than double last year's and more than all of the other universities in San Diego combined. Let's recognize that. Prospective students are taking notice. A record 78,000 students applied for admission this year, ranking us 8th in the nation for a number of applications. Faculty, staff, and student researchers also enjoyed great success, bringing in over $108 million to the university. Highlights included Mark Sussman's $8.5 million grant to repair damaged hearts, and Greg Talavero's $2.8 million award to create effective treatments for Latinos with diabetes. The research investments paid off in an extraordinary number of significant discoveries, and here again I can only touch on a small set. Ming Tsao introduced a method for using social media to track flu outbreaks. Ralph Axel Mueller and Ina Fishman identified brain anomalies in autism. Our researchers explored the very nature of the universe as Fridolin Weber discovered the existence of subatomic quarks in far-off neutron stars. And just last month, Rob Edwards and his colleagues discovered a virus that affects digestion in over half of the human population. It was quite a year for discovery on the Mesa. Last, but certainly not least, Aztec athletics continues a golden era. In the past year, our teams won 7 conference championships. Football went to a 4th consecutive bowl game. Men's basketball went to the Sweet 16 for only the 2nd time in our history. And Shanika Thomas won the national championship in the triple jump. That is the 4th national championship for women's track and field in the last 3 years. And as I said at the outset, the remarkable thing is that these achievements are only a small fraction of the achievements of the past year. It's no wonder that U.S. News and World Report named us one of our nation's top up-and-coming universities. Looking forward, we enter this year in a strong position. As I mentioned at the outset, our campus's achievements and our budget stability provide us with a distinctive moment, a special opportunity to establish ourselves as one of our nation's leading public universities. After the longest period of budgetary challenge in our 117-year history, the combination of revenues from our many revenue initiatives and a modest increase in our state appropriation has stabilized our budget. This is due in no small part to the Campaign for SDSU, which has raised over $500 million, including a record $90 million in the past year. Fantastic work. Revenues from our auxiliaries, the College of Extended Studies, non-resident tuition, and student fees have also been critical. This year, we will welcome over 100 new faculty and staff to our campus. We will fast-track planning for our long-awaited engineering and interdisciplinary sciences building. To support our hardworking faculty and staff, we have budgeted, contingent on the outcome of collective bargaining, for salary increases. We also plan to hire over 100 new faculty and staff in the coming year. Since 2007, we have moved from being a state-supported university to a university that is a public-private partnership. As a public-private partnership, our sources of funds are from both public and private sources. Looking ahead, we will continue to strengthen our relationship with the state of California and to serve a public mission. At the same time, we will combine funds from public and private sources to support the communal aspirations of our students, faculty, and staff. Just one example, alumnus Dana Feynman has created an endowment to support internships in the arts. These internships will help our students develop professionally and intellectually. The endowment will be supporting 3 students this fall, and it will continue to support students forever at this university in perpetuity. So where do we go in the coming year? There are 2 imperatives, and both involve focusing our resources for results. First, we must aggressively pursue further development of our revenue streams. While we are and let me add just one more we're very pleased to have stable funding this year, the long-range challenges for California and the CSU have to be noted. This moment of financial stability is the time to create the strength we need to meet the future financial challenges. In the coming year, we must build our infrastructure for generating revenue. For example, building infrastructure to support fundraising will lead to more endowed scholarships, professorships, and programs, regardless of the vicissitudes of state funding. Second, we must, as the title of our strategic plan says, build on excellence. We must continue to establish ourselves as a university of the absolute highest quality, where all students achieve success, where faculty, staff, and student researchers address pressing societal challenges, where we come together to experience the beauty and the power of the arts, and where we harness our knowledge and our talent to serve our broader community. Many in California envision a future in which public higher education is a commodity offered at the lowest possible cost. That is the path to oblivion. We will be as efficient as possible, but we will remain committed to the principle, to the core idea that our university changes lives, and that merits a significant investment from our state and from our entire community. This year is the second and the most critical year of implementing our strategic plan. We will be making significant investments, 42 initiatives to build on excellence. We'll be supporting student success, providing our students with transformational educational experiences, advancing research and creative endeavors, enhancing our campus's facility, building our financial strength, and most importantly, coming together as one SDSU community. In short, these initiatives will move us forward as a leading public university. As we begin a new year, no one can predict the future. It always beckons to us with some uncertainty. But what I can say with complete certainty is that as in each of the past 117 years, the work that we all do, the work that this community pursues, will advance our missions of education, research and service, and lay the foundation for our future success. Thank you for everything that you do for the university. I look forward to a great year, and I am honored to be your president. Thank you.